Hey everybody, we have a lot of material to show you this week. It was an event-packed week. We had the visit of Google, obviously, and that was to us very important. We were going to do our business review as usual. We do that every quarter, and this time they actually came over to Nica, and we matched that along with a couple of other events.
Pretty packed week, as you're saying. So we launched our 3 tech tools and knowledge. So you have an Academy, Optimizer, Net Insights in the background.
We had a lot of people for that event.
We did have a lot of people, a lot of requests for demos, a lot of requests for tool adoption, access. So I would say it was a great success. Be on the lookout for Under the Surface episode.
You know, for just say the new episode.
The new episode of Under the Surface.
We are about to have our session for Q3 and Q4. We changed the dynamic this time, so we're going to have both quarters and the plans that we have for the quarter. As you can see, the setup and the scenario is a bit different as well. This is a company session, so everyone's going to be here, but it's going to be more of an open discussion type of session, so we're excited to test that out. It's looking pretty neat, so the team has done a great job so far. I've never seen this space looking like this. And you can probably see from the background and things like this that we're also preparing for our event tomorrow. We're going to have Google as a guest, special guest, and we're going to be launching our tech tools. So a lot happening in the next 2 days.
So today it's happening, 1 out of 3. Maybe you can shoot what's happening behind you. A lot of things going on, and I'm sitting here, how privileged I am, but I'm going on in 30 minutes, so that's when I'm gonna get a little bit sweaty. So we have our company event. I'm sitting here actually meditating a little bit, preparing mentally. In about 25 minutes, we'll have the whole company up here. As mentioned several times in last week's episode, we are gonna be presenting our initiatives for the semester and follow up on what we launched in the beginning of the year. So that's happening right now, and I'm ready and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see the whole company coming up in about 25 minutes. So welcome to our company session, second semester 2019. We have just finished the session. As you can see behind me, we have now the full team finally having this over with. So we finalized the session, and it was probably, I would say, the best session that we've had with the whole team. And I think it comes with practice. We are becoming better for every time that we do this. And I think today was a really good session, very precise and to the point, not taking too long as it has done sometimes in the past. Wrapping it up, we have a sandwich, and then we have to prepare for tomorrow's event. So the day is not over, it's just getting started.
Right, we have our coffee place. Yes, this is really, yeah, this is you can see that. This is all demo here.
Hey Pat, what do you think about the wall?
I think it's a masterpiece.
a
Work of
master-
art.
Beautiful space, great energy. You can tell the morale is up. I love it here, and I think the brightness and everything is getting me excited. So happy to be here.
Pretty busy day today, pretty interesting, pretty hectic. There's just everything happening right now. As you can see behind me, we have all the networking equipment, all the video equipment, getting ready for the live stream for our launch of the Ad Insights Optimizer and Academy today. It's a pretty exciting day, but like I said, tons of work to do to make sure that we are, ready to go on the dot at 6 p.m. later today. Technically 8 p.m. Eastern actually. So I will leave you guys to that. I can't wait to have you guys around and show you everything that we've built and show you guys the ambience and everything about the event. The facilities team, marketing team, they've all put a lot of work into making this happen and turning this into a reality. So it's going to be pretty cool to see how that turns out. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys around. This is the Orange Juice Club. You think it's orange juice, but it's actually mimosas. But don't tell anybody.
Looking at the entire account to understand user behavior, and thereby you can understand that smart bidding will work for smaller campaigns as well. I want everyone to stand up. Something about smart bidding that you like, and then you can sit down.
How many insights that otherwise we might miss.
And what I like about smart bidding is that I have more time to focus on my keywords and ad copy.
My name is Christiana, and what I like about smart bidding comes hand in hand with what it says. It takes out lazy optimizations.
Bidding strategy where you need historical conversion data, which means that in the last 30 days, you need to have at least 15 conversions. And by that I mean, it could be just one campaign, or if you're using portfolio bidding strategy, it could be a combination of all those 4 or 5 or how many are you including in the portfolio. At that level, if you have 15 conversions, that is good enough.
Looking every day like, oh my god, I got another click. Like actually more like every 2 hours, she's checking. And it was good. And then,
Essentially, training is over, but we want to make sure they still manage account under a very controlled environment. So not only their manager or lead strategist is there to support, but also the person that led them through the entire training process.
What's the best part about working for Google?
I'm gonna give, it's the honest answer, but it may feel like a little canned, because everyone talks about the perks and like, oh, you get these benefits, you get your food for free, the gym. For me, actually, it's working with really smart people. Across my career, it's some of the smartest individuals, but also the nicest, most down-to-earth, humble people. And that's a really rare combination, to have people that have just intelligence, ambition, but also they're literally people I want to travel with and spend my free time with. So it's the people.
One of my favorite pieces of advice is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And that couldn't be more true at Google. Some of the best practices or things that we've used as a company take effect on companies that we work with at scale. So it's really impressive to see a lot of the things that is being implemented at a lot of the businesses that we work with as well.
And the other thing is, when we have our performance evaluation, one of the things that we are graded on is something called Googliness, which is not specifically to do with work, but also just to do with generally how you are, how you bring yourself to work, how you are with other co-workers, and just this whole positive energy that you bring to work, which I think is really nice. And that's the reason, even though we've grown so much since the time I've joined the company, there's that element that's remained the same throughout.
So very exciting and productive day today. We actually got to show the Google team the structure and functionality of the entire L&D department. They got to visit a new class. They got to see the products that we've been working on. They got to see a glimpse of our academy. After that, I got to participate in a couple more sessions where I got to show them one of the tools that we've been collaborating with the technology department. And right now, we also have to go get ready for today's event, and it's the launch of our tech tools and White Shirt Media Academy. So really excited about that. So I guess I'll see you guys later.
Okay, so I'm standing here in the middle of preparations. I think it's around 3 o'clock. It's Thursday. We have had Google here all day. Fantastic visit from that team. An amazing team that came down from Google. I cannot say that and state that enough times. So they have been here all day taking a deep dive into some of our teams, departments, processes, methodologies, especially because our new SPM, Jason, is here for the first time. So we really wanted to show him the full DNA of the company. As you can see here, we are getting ready. I'm preparing some words right over there. You can maybe film Frank. Yes, it's Frank. So I'm preparing a couple of words. I was just chatting with Frank, then you came, and then we decided to just give this little update. Is that live stream testing?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. So cameraman versus cameraman, yeah. Okay, so live stream happening here. We have the different stations, and again, in 3 hours we have people coming. We have our team here, and then we have about 40 people from the outside coming in to test our new tools, to see what we have cooked up, and we'll be hosting them with, of course, testing out the things that we have built, and then we're gonna have a cocktail and a good night. That's what it's all about sometimes. So that's what's happening, and Seb, even though I love talking to you, I better get back to my note taking, because I have to say a couple of words today, and I need to just prepare a little bit for that. Over and out from here.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here and joining us tonight. We are extremely excited. Tonight we are launching a project that we've been working on for more than a year. This is an idea that we've been talking about for a while now, so we're very excited to share with you the results of these projects. We're glad you can join us, and we hope that this is going to help facilitate a lot of the PPC work that you do on a day-to-day basis.
What I think we have seen from our technology team and our knowledge team and our academy team has been a beautiful testable to execution. I think you can find them in the folders that we have lying around the tables. There's a picture of everyone. Look at them, because they have done really well, and I think we should give them a big hand. That would be my final words, and I would actually like us to give a big round of applause to Google and thanking them from the bottom of my heart for us to be able to stand here today and present these wonderful products that we're going to see in just a couple of minutes. So let's give a big round of applause to Google.
This suite of products really is aimed for those people, is because we've invested so many hours and so much work into getting these out, and they work well for us. And we feel comfortable enough where we now want to be able to share that knowledge and those best practices with everybody out there that actually has a similar need. And we look forward to seeing the feedback once we actually start growing our user base.
1 minute of content is typically, 4 hours of work, from getting the setup to do a video, getting the content ready, getting the script ready, editing time, graphic designing time. Our knowledge, that experience, our training program, plus the best curated content out there, and this platform that is engaging, that is really tailored to every possible way of learning.
We're here to celebrate Whiteshark Media and the launch of Ad Insights and Alpha Measure, so let's celebrate that and give them another round of applause, please. So, in summary, kind of wrapping this up and bringing it back to Whiteshark, implement some of these processes. Think about smart creatives and marketing first. And then for those businesses, in 1 year or 2 years, and where are you going to be? You have to be there with the customer. And that's what we are here today, and that's what we applaud Whiteshark for doing and recognizing them as well with a lot of their solutions. So think about it, create, automate, and thank you guys very much for having us.
The event is about to finish. We're just waiting for Georgina, Daniel, Frank, and Claudio to give some interviews to the national channels. We have 2 here. If you couldn't attend or if you want to learn more about our products, just tune into our Facebook and YouTube page and you can see the live stream of the event. And also you can visit our website where you can get more information and actually access the tools that will be for free on July 1st. Thank you. Yeah.
Say something. We had the most incredible week, I would say. The most, I think it's going to be the most busy week of 2019 happened this week, with so many things happening at the same time. It's over in a good way, so it was well executed, beautiful events, good speeches, Google visit, and now we are treating ourselves with this. We're on a catamaran, we're sailing out of San Juan Bay, and we're going to head in that direction, where we will have a quick stop in Playa Blanca, which is a little isolated beach. We'll jump in for who wants to do that, and then we're going to be heading straight to Rancho Santana, where we're going to spend the weekend. We have invited Google to spend the weekend with us there, so we'll be spending the weekend at Rancho Santana. So that's it. I think it's time to relax and maybe get a couple of good clips, but I think this is going to be the final words. Yes. We're just going to enjoy the ride from now on.